Hello Cancer, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading from the 21st to the 27th of April. A little reminder that I'm going to go live on Facebook on the 28th of April on the Aussie Goddess page at 9 a.m. Australian time. I will do some card pulls for people. I'm not sure how much I'll get done. I'm only dedicating 1 hour to this at this time. It's sort of a little bit of a pilot thing to have a look at how it works on Facebook before I go live on YouTube, which is a little bit scary for me. But that's okay. I'm all right with it. I'm all right with that. Every challenge, one step at a time. Been a huge week for me this week, unraveling myself. The more I get into this journey, the more I am encouraged to really look, to do the work on myself. So I have had a wonderful week, full of big surprises and wonderful things happening. So here we go. I am using the Radiant Rider-Waite. That card just jumped out at me too, and it still managed to find its way to the front. I'm not sure what's going on with you, Cancer, but this card, it's a strong recommendation that you recognize equal give and take in your relationships. So in this card, we see a man doling out money. He does have the Libra scales in his hand, so he's being very careful about how he does that. But he still appears to be giving more to one person than the other. Now, this isn't about material wealth. It's not about giving things to people in that regard, but it's understanding that other people have to give you back what you invest in them. Now, you understand when you feel love for someone or you care for someone and they don't feel the same way back to you. And what that creates is toxicity. So in order to have a very healthy relationship with someone, you've got to both be putting in the same amount of energy. Now, it doesn't have to be put in at exactly the same time. Sometimes we love a person more on one day than we may on another day, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, you still need to be getting love back from a person if you're putting it in. If you're the person doing everything for no return, it will turn toxic and it will just become nasty. Okay, so I do have the Three of Pentacles behind this. So it could be that you are, okay. So the Three of Pentacles talks about working on something. And it could be that you're working on something with somebody else and you're trying to put the energy into this to make sure that you get it right next time. So what this says to me is that you are moving away from something here. You're moving away from possibly a fire sign, Sagittarius mainly, Leo or Aries, in order to pursue something that has equal give and take for you. You want to put in this energy, but you're moving away from something else. Now, this could be your own insecurities that you're moving away from. Maybe you've been the one not putting the energy into something. This Knight of Wands very often comes up as the card of non-commitment, abandonment, one-night stands, which scream to me of people who are not very comfortable in their own skin. But you're moving away from some sort of energy to move into something where there is this beautiful give and take. So let's have a look. Okay, Nine of Wands. That would be exactly the card I'd put out when I do the equal give and take, because this is the card of putting boundaries around yourself, understanding your personal limits and understanding where the other person needs to stop so they don't walk all over you. You are the wounded warrior in this card. So you've been walked over a lot of times before you've decided to put your boundaries up. Now, you can find people who would respect your boundaries without having to be told. So, for example, we wouldn't go up to someone in the street and pinch them for no reason, because we know that those boundaries are already in place. We've got that. That's how it works in the universe. But there are some people who will do that regardless, where they will automatically presume they have a right to do something to you without your permission. And often that means that with a no equal give and take we saw in the beginning, that eventually this will start to become very toxic because this person isn't respecting those personal boundaries. So if you're in a violent relationship or a very aggressive relationship, you've got someone who does not respect your boundaries, as long as that's not you doing it, of course. Okay, so we have the Magician here. So the Magician tells us that you have everything you need. You are fully powerful. You're able to manifest what you want here. I feel like he's casting a magic trick over this poor wounded warrior here. Yeah, look, 5 of Cups. Okay, so there's been some heartbreak here, some looking back at the past, some regret, some remorse, but an inability at this stage to move forward. But understanding that in order to move forward, you've got to have better boundaries. Beautiful. So you've got an Ace of Wands coming in here. This gives you a brand new passionate start. So it's like you're moving away from something, and we could see that in the beginning, to have a new start that works for you. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio here, but more likely this is about transformation, personal transformation, understanding that there's some parts of you need to let go. Not everybody's going to understand your personal boundaries. We do have the Lovers card here, so you could be dealing with a Gemini. Lovers card talks of a relationship that's divinely brought together here. The universe has brought this together. Okay, so intuition here. So knowing something is right here for you. I feel like you're moving away from something towards something that's right in order to have a brand new start. I feel like in your past here, you're looking back with a lot of remorse and regret over something that you've had to manifest your way out of here by the looks of things. But I feel like your intuition's on point. Yeah, Cancer, you're after stability. You want something stable. You don't want this uneven give and take in a relationship. I feel like some of you are walking away from something that does not serve you here. Beautiful. So you've got a chance to do things over. You've got yourself a life do-over here with this Judgment card. Could be somebody from your past. Could be a chance to have love again with somebody that you've already had love with. Or it could be just you, which was the way it feels to me, having a rebirth in the love department. Yeah, you've got a lot of heartbreak happening here. A lot of heartbreak. Okay, let's give it a good going over ourselves. So I can see you wanting to move forward from something. The universe is trying to help you here. It's about moving into something that gives you something back. I feel like you've been in a situation, relationship, possibly anything that has created this, I feel like almost depression here. And because you've got this wounded warrior straight up, and then you've got the 3 of Swords at the end, I feel like you're walking away from something that has created a great deal of pain in your life. But what I like about this reading is that your intuition is really serving you here. You have a chance here at stability. You have the Lovers card coming out, and also rebirth in the Death card as well. So somehow the universe is turning you around here to move you towards something that has been divinely guided for you. So you're moving away from something that has created a great deal of pain in your life, but you're not walking away free of this pain. You're still dealing with this pain. So it's like you're moving away from something in the middle of something. Because even if you are happy to walk away, even if it's created a lot of pain in your life, you're still finding it difficult to move away here. Very, very tough reading, Cancer. But what I can say to you is you do have the Magician and you do have the Ace of Wands. You do have the High Priestess. You do have this Lovers card. You do have rebirth. You do have stability. But I feel like at the moment it's like you're just bogged down in everything at the moment and trying to understand how to move forward. So what I can say to you, it is happening. The universe is behind you. You are being promised a brand new start here. Something that's worth you putting your energy into. You do understand now why you need to have your boundaries up. So a lot of lessons learned here for you to move forward. So you got the card of the Owl, and it says there are spiritual messages and great wisdom. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of... I know I'm having so much trouble talking. I will start again. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. And we can see that with the Death card and the Judgment card here. But you're only going to come out in front here. So it's a really, really good reading. It's just tough at the moment, Cancer. Have a great week.